走。
The film opens in 1980s Hong Kong, within the dimly lit confines of an underground club ruled by the notorious gangster known as Mr. Big. One fateful night, a refugee named Chan, fresh from his escape from China, enters the club with a bold challenge to the reigning champion boxer. In a stunning upset, Chan defeats the seemingly unbeatable fighter, much to Mr. Big's dismay, as he had placed a significant bet on his champion. As the owner of the club, Mr. Big is obligated to pay Chan his prize money, but angered by the loss and wary of this newcomer, he refuses. Instead, he demands to know Chan's intentions for the winnings. Chan reveals his simple desire, to acquire an ID card and gain legal citizenship. Mr. Big, intrigued, offers to use his connections to help Chan obtain an ID instead of paying him, instructing him to return in a week. With nothing but disappointment, Chan leaves empty-handed and spends the next 7 days evading the police while barely surviving. One day, a member of Mr. Big's crew arrives with news that Chan's ID is ready and escorts him to Mr. Big's factory, a hub for drug production and financial dealings. There, Mr. Big hands Chan a fake ID. When Chan protests, demanding his rightful money, Mr. Big's bodyguard, King, interjects, revealing that Chan's prize money was used to fabricate the ID. Enraged by this betrayal, Chan seizes a bag filled with drugs from the factory and makes a desperate escape. Mr. Big immediately orders his men to pursue Chan as he races through the streets, ultimately jumping onto an empty bus in a frantic bid for freedom.
Hello.
In his flight, Chan unknowingly enters the infamous Kowloon Walled City, where King halts his pursuit, recognizing Cyclone's dominion over the area. Moments later, Sin, Cyclone's most trusted enforcer, arrives on the scene, prompting King and his men to retreat silently. Meanwhile, Chan finds himself overwhelmed by the chaotic density of Kowloon Walled City. In a moment of desperation, he opens the bag only to discover it contains drugs instead of money. Spotting a man in a corner getting high, Chan inquires about where to sell the drugs and receives directions to a local dealer. Following these instructions, he attempts to sell the drugs but is met with shock from the dealer and his men, who try to snatch the bag from him. A fierce struggle ensues until Sin arrives, igniting another violent confrontation. In a panic, Chan stumbles into a barber shop and takes an old barber hostage at knife point, only to realize he has threatened Cyclone himself. Cyclone swiftly breaks one of Chan's arms and flings him across the room, warning him never to return or face dire consequences. Handing back the bag of drugs, Cyclone orders Chan to leave. Wounded and in pain, Chan limps away but must hide again from patrolling police officers. Climbing onto the tin roof of a nearby house for cover, he is spotted by a compassionate girl who offers him food. While concealed from view, Cyclone finds him once more and demands to know where he obtained the drugs. Chan recounts his story of being scammed by Mr. Big and explains his struggles as a refugee. Moved by Chan's plight, Cyclone instructs Sin to take him to Avi, the masked doctor known for treating those in need. In a parallel scene unfolding simultaneously, Cyclone strides confidently into Mr. Big's private chamber carrying the bag of drugs taken from Chan. Mr. Big assumes Cyclone has come to settle old scores between their rival factions but is taken aback when Cyclone simply states that he is returning what belongs to Mr. Big while issuing a stern warning to leave Chan alone. Cyclone stood before Mr. Big, his voice steady as he declared, "I'm returning your stuff. From now on, leave that kid alone." In the days that followed, Chan began working tirelessly to earn some money. One day, he noticed deep scars etched into the walls of the city but chose to ignore them. Cyclone observed Chan's relentless efforts and felt a surge of compassion for him. That night, as Chan sat alone, counting his meager savings and eating nothing but bread, Cyclone called down from above and treated him to some of the walled city's famous barbecue meat and rice. Curious, Cyclone asked what Chan was saving for, to which Chan replied that he wanted to obtain an ID card. With a smile, Cyclone revealed that he was the security head of the city and offered Chan a room to stay in until he could gather enough money for his ID. That night, for the first time in ages, Chan finally had a place to sleep and drifted off peacefully. The next morning, while out on his delivery runs, Chan encountered a young girl named Aishu, who was visibly distressed as she watched her mother endure a brutal beating at the hands of her father, driven by his struggles with drug addiction. The situation escalated tragically. By morning, the community awoke to the news that Aishu's mother had died, electrocuted by tangled electrical wires. Chan rushed to bring down her body as Cyclone and his crew arrived at the scene, while little Aishu stood crying over her lifeless mother. Desperate for justice, Chan implored Cyclone, "I know who killed Aishu's mother, please do something." But Cyclone remained inactive. Determined to take matters into his own hands, Chan masked his face and set out after the man responsible. Just before he could strike, 3 masked boys appeared ahead of him. Without hesitation, they launched a surprise attack on Aishu's mother's killer, beating him until he collapsed. After administering their punishment, they fled the scene. Among them were Sin, Avi, Master, and Chan. This marked the beginning of their friendship. That night, the 4 gathered together to play a board game until nearly dawn, forging a deep bond. Meanwhile, news reports announced that the UK had agreed to hand Hong Kong back over to China. The biggest concern was Kowloon Walled City, a massive settlement in no man's land slated for demolition but home to thousands of residents. Cyclone watched the news in silence as Avi checked in on him, expressing concern about Cyclone's health. Later, Cyclone visited Mr. Chow, one of Hong Kong's wealthiest men and owner of most of the land where the walled city stood. During their conversation, Mr. Chow confronted Cyclone about a past incident. "You killed Jim and cleared out my land." "Fine. But Jim murdered my wife and child. You still haven't found his son. Find him as soon as possible," he ordered. After leaving Chow's residence, Cyclone returned to the walled city and sought out Chan. "Still haven't saved enough money? When are you leaving?" he asked. But by now, Chan had become fully loyal. "Boss, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with you. I don't care about money or that ID card anymore." Hearing this, Cyclone felt a pang of disheartenment. Meanwhile, at Mr. Chow's residence, an unknown caller left him deeply troubled after their conversation. Later that evening, Master, Sin, Avi, and Chan prepared to attend a gathering together. Mr. Chow had invited everyone to his gathering, and Chan was taken aback by the invitation, certain that Mr. Chow didn't even know him. Master chuckled and explained, "Mr. Chow owns over half the homes and land in the city and is a close friend of Cyclone, our boss." As they made their way to the event, Chan inquired about the damaged walls of the city. Master replied, "That's a story from 30 years ago. Back then, the walled city was like a gold mine, and every gang in Hong Kong fought for control. Cyclone went to war against Louis Chang's gang, which had hired a brutal killer named Jim. For 7 days and nights, Cyclone and Jim battled fiercely. In the chaos, Jim kidnapped Mr. Chow and killed his wife and child. Ultimately, Cyclone triumphed, but the scars of that war remain." After sharing this history, they arrived at Mr. Chow's gathering, where Cyclone, Tiger, and Mr. Chow discussed plans to improve and develop the walled city. Chan and his friends joined the party, where Mr. Chow greeted them warmly. As everyone enjoyed themselves, Cyclone began to reminisce about his past and revealed an unexpected truth: he and Jim had once been best friends. Despite their conflict, Cyclone had honored a promise to protect Jim's family by sending them safely to mainland China. In the present, Tiger, slightly intoxicated, mumbled to Master about needing to find a boy named Chan Lok, a mere refugee in the city but actually Jim's son. Master was stunned and quickly informed Sin of this revelation. Meanwhile, Mr. Big met with a real estate manager who proposed taking control of the walled city. The manager explained that the government planned to compensate residents for their relocation, offering Mr. Big $1 billion if he could sell the city to them in exchange for a lucrative construction deal. The following morning, Mr. Big approached Mr. Chow for a deal, but Chow refused, insisting that he considered Cyclone like a brother. Mr. Big leaned in closer and revealed that this so-called brother was hiding a significant secret: Jim's son was now working for Cyclone. Later that day, Sin, Master, and Avi rushed to Chan with urgent news. He needed to leave immediately because everyone knew who he was now. They warned him that Tiger and Mr. Chow were on their way to kill him. In desperation, Chan sought out Cyclone for answers. "I was the one who killed your father," Cyclone confessed. Chan replied defiantly, "I never even saw my father in this life. I don't care what happened to him. You gave me food, shelter, and purpose. I'll never leave you." Cyclone spoke softly, "There's no path left for you now." Just then, Mr. Chow and Tiger arrived. Chow glared at Cyclone, accusing him of betrayal. Without hesitation, Tiger and Chow's men launched a brutal attack on Chan. stabbing him in the stomach. Sin and Double Blade rushed in to defend Chan, forcing Mr. Chow back as Cyclone intervened. Whatever happened, it wasn't Chan's fault. Let him go, he insisted. But Chow was relentless. I'll kill him no matter what, he declared before storming out of the walled city. Without delay, Mr. Chow went straight to meet Mr. Big and demanded Chan's death, promising a handsome payment for it. Mr. Big agreed. Meanwhile, Avi tended to Chan's wound and stressed that he needed immediate medical attention. Cyclone ordered Sin to take care of it just as Mr. Big's forces arrived outside the city, ready for confrontation. King and his crew launched a brutal assault on the city, demanding to know Chan's whereabouts. Fear gripped the residents, and no one dared to speak. Cyclone stepped forward, confronting King. "What are you doing here? Do you even know who you're messing with?" King responded defiantly, "From now on, this place belongs to us. We'll do whatever we want. Your brother, Mr. Chow, gave it to us. If you don't believe me, go talk to my boss, Mr. Big." Determined to challenge this claim, Cyclone marched over to confront Mr. Big. The latter presented property documents, asserting, "Your brother granted me full rights to this place. If you hand over Chan, you and your men can stay here. If not, we'll bury you." Just then, Sin arrived to assist Avi, taking down Mr. Big's men one by one. King retaliated by stabbing Cyclone again and again. With his strength waning, Cyclone whispered urgently, "Take Chan and get out of here. Make sure nothing happens to him." Left with no choice, Sin and the others fled with Chan, leaving Cyclone behind. Chan was taken to the hospital and handed over to the police for safety. Meanwhile, Mr. Chow confronted Mr. Big and King about Cyclone's death. King laughed mockingly and declared their intention to seize all the property. When Mr. Chow refused to comply, King brutally beat him with a hammer and locked him in a dog cage before roaming the city. That night, as Mr. Big lay bleeding from internal injuries inflicted by Cyclone's last attack, King entered his room and choked him to death. Meanwhile, Chan was recovering in the hospital and provided the police with details about his real parents. They soon realized that Chan was not a refugee, he had been born in Hong Kong to citizen parents, leading to the issuance of a legal ID card. Once he recovered, Chan attempted to reach out to Sin, Master, and Avi but found their numbers disconnected. Determined to find them, he set off on a quest for answers and justice, leaving him with no choice but to seek out Tiger. When he arrived, Tiger's fury was palpable. After all, it was Chan's actions that had led to Cyclone's death. Reluctantly, Tiger informed Chan that Master, Sin, and Avi were gravely injured and had retreated far from the chaos. Armed with their new address, Chan set off for a small floating house by the river where the three were recovering. Inside, the atmosphere was somber. Master's leg was shattered, Avi bore deep abdominal wounds, and Sin was missing fingers, a testament to King's brutal attack. In an effort to lighten the mood, they spent the evening playing a board game, their laughter a brief respite from their pain. Meanwhile, while the others slept, Chan quietly constructed a model of the walled city using the game's cubes. The next morning, Chan departed alone, resolute in his decision to return to the city and avenge Cyclone. That day, a grand ceremony was underway in the walled city to announce King as its new ruler. Unnoticed, Chan slipped back into the city. Little Aishu spotted him and gasped in surprise. "Run inside. Tell everyone you see to hide," he urged her. Using the smoke from a nearby fire as cover, Chan launched a stealth attack on King's men. Just as he was about to confront King, he was ambushed from behind. Gunmen opened fire, forcing him to narrowly escape. At that moment, Sin arrived on a motorbike, taking down shooters left and right, with Master and Avi soon joining the fray. Together, they charged at King's forces. But none could match King's relentless fury. He fought like a one-man army. In a pivotal moment, Chan handed Sin the final piece of the broken knife. Sin, driven by vengeance for Cyclone, plunged the blade straight through King's chest, finally putting an end to the threat. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps. Until next time, have a wonderful day.